3 Stuart steam plants, boiler works, part 5. The boiler fittings are now chemically clean but not very shiny. Polishing these would be difficult by hand, so I use my Tumbler polisher machine to clean and polish all of the metal parts. I remove the plastic hand wheels from the steam taps first. After a couple of hours in the tumbler, the parts look good. In the blue box are the parts that haven't been in the acid, mainly because the taps were clean to start with and it wouldn't be a good idea to put the pressure gauges in the acid. There are 3 pressure gauges and 3 taps, and one of the pressure gauges is scrap. I put all of the parts in the blue box to take them down to my other workshop, which is built onto the house. As I'm going to use a tumbler polisher to clean up the parts, I need to remove the plastic hand wheels first. The steam taps are not in too bad condition. A bit of corrosion around the lower part. All I need to do now, using a spanner, is lever off the hand wheels. Being very careful not to apply too much pressure and break them. Old plastic hand wheels can be quite brittle. One of the bosses wasn't attached to the main hand wheel, so I stuck it back on there using some super glue and it should be fine. Here is a container for my tumbler polisher, and the media inside it is a lot of small steel balls. Not stainless steel, just ordinary steel balls, which is useful if I drop them on the floor because I can pick them up with a magnet. The first obvious thing to do is to remove the top from the container, then transfer all of the parts from the blue box into the tumbler. It's really important to use the right media for the job. I do have some different type of media which is smaller, which would be better for some of these parts to get into the corners. But you have to be careful. If the media is too small, it will get inside the parts and you may not be able to remove it. The size of these steel balls is about right for this job. The next thing to add to the mixture is this powder. It's called Barrel Bright. But this and the media doesn't work on its own. It needs another magic ingredient. I'll just add a bit more Barrel Bright, I think. The final, very important magic ingredient is just some water. This is some bottled water I was drinking at the time, but you could use tap water. The next thing to do is to refit the cap and lock it in position and then place it on the tumbler. And off we go. I'm keeping the tumbler on one of the lower speeds because if you run it too fast, centrifugal force, or is it centripetal force, causes the parts to stick to the inside of the drum along with the media and they don't really get polished that way. So find a speed where you can see that the parts are actually tumbling around. I think this speed is a bit too fast, so I slowed it down to a more sensible speed and then the parts really started tumbling about. What I like about this tumbler is you can have a setting where it stops and then tumbles in the opposite direction. I presume this is a good thing. It rearranges the position of the parts and the media within the tumbler drum. You will notice that the water, which was clean to start with because I was drinking it, is now not looking too drinkable. It's very dirty. This was early on in the tumbling process and the parts are not yet clean, and they certainly aren't polished. 2 hours later, I stopped the machine and had a look inside, and the parts inside look very different. You may also notice that the water has become a much darker colour. Time to empty everything out of the tumbler. I find this a very useful thing to use both in the kitchen and for this job. It is of course a sieve, and you can see that it's holding some much cleaner parts. Very carefully I start to remove the parts from the media in the sieve. Some of these parts are very small and it's important that I pick every one of them out of the media. This takes much longer than you would think. It's really important not to leave anything behind. The tumbler drum is now empty and I'll leave it with the cap removed so it can dry out. I'll leave the media in the sieve and sit the sieve on top of some kitchen towels to soak up the water. These are not stainless steel balls, so if I don't do that they will go rusty. I thought I'd got all the parts, but when I checked the media again I found something strange. This very small piece of brass was actually stuck in the underside of one of the water gauges. I thought this was a sheared off bolt, and it was the very end of a sheared off bolt. The rest of the metal had corroded away, and during the polishing process it fell out. Everything is out of the media now, so I can leave it to dry on the kitchen towels. The parts are not perfectly shiny because the media can't get right into the corners. And one problem that I've found is soft metal threads get a bit of a beating in the tumbler and often need tidying up a bit with a die, which is what I'm doing. I'm not recutting the thread, I'm just trimming the edges where it's been damaged by banging about in the tumbler. The threads on the caps are now a perfect fit in their respective fittings. You can clearly see in this clip that the water gauge fittings are made from a different metal to the safety valve and the steam taps. This is a stainless steel ball which fits in the check valve of the 504 boiler. Here I'm fitting it in position. All of the parts are going to have to be disassembled to fit the copper washers, and the bad news is I've lost a nut. I think it may have dropped into the acid bath, so I have a choice. I can ferret about in the bottom of the acid bath with my hand, or I can make a new one. I think it's a no contest, I will make a new one. And that is it for this episode. Here are all the parts sat on the bench. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful. Please take the time to visit my Mainsteam Models website and click on the section of the website that says Video Playlists. And by doing that, you can find other videos that you may like to watch. And by using the playlists, you can actually watch the videos back to back.